Oh hi, didn't see you there. I was just playing with my timed Magneto. How would you like to learn how to time a Magneto today? Alright, for this project we're going to need our Magneto timing light, we're going to need our timing pin, we're going to need a screwdriver, and we're going to need our E-gap tool. Now, we're going to place our Magneto inside this little holder box and just to keep it nice and sturdy for us. And we're just going to start unscrewing the case and get inside. Alright, once all of this is unscrewed, we'll remove the case here. We'll unhook our capacitor from the system and we'll just set this off to the side, make sure we don't lose any screws. And we're going to finish unscrewing this part right here. This is our distributor. Alright, once we're inside here, this is our distributor with our distributor gear. We're going to set this to the side right now. We will need it later, but right now we're not too worried about that. We're going to go ahead and you can see here, this gear right here, our rotor gear, it's labeled with an L and an R. Now, that changes, what you need changes depending on what kind of Magneto we're working with. As you can see on the side of this Magneto, oh no! As you can see on the side of this Magneto, it says L on rotation. This is a left-hand rotating Magneto. So we're gonna be working with the L that's marked there. Now, as our Magneto rotates, it's going to push open these points, our contact points, which you can see right underneath the gear there. Right there. So as it rotates, it pushes those points open. Right there. And that will collapse our field and allow us to allow our spark plugs to receive their spark. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and we're gonna look right down here at the rotor. You may not be able to see it, but there's a little arrow pointing to an L and a little mark in there. We can take our E-gap tool and we're just gonna place it in there just like this and rotate it all the way to the side. This marks our E-gap. This is the point where our points should be opening. So then what we're gonna do, we'll take our timing light, and we'll hook 2 of them to ground, and 1 of them will hook right here. And when we turn this on, what we want is right at E-gap, we want these points to open. So we're at E-gap right now, and as you can see, our light's not coming on. That's almost what we want. We want our light to come on. We want our lights to turn off right when we reach E-gap. So we're just gonna loosen this up. So right here, if we go back a little bit, our points are closed. And then if we rotate, our points are open. That's exactly what we want. If we were to adjust this, we would unscrew this right here. So we could adjust these points just like this. So we want to get our E-gap right here on the edge, right where it's supposed to be. Then we'll adjust this. So here it's open. Right there is where it opens. So closed, open, and that's exactly what we want. So we'll go ahead and we'll readjust these points. So you can see right here, when our E-gap tool reaches the edge, the light's turning off. That's exactly what we want. So, at this point, I'm gonna let my friend Josh take over and show you what to do from here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the midpoint of this experiment. So, my friend Mason has gone through the process of timing the Magneto, and so now I'm gonna finish by putting it all back together. So we'll start by putting this back, making sure we're putting it the right way. Before you put the distributor block assembly, we have to make sure that we put the timing pin right on the L mark, because as Mason mentioned earlier, this is a left rotational magneto, so it means we have to take the timing pin, put it through the left rotational hole, which is right here, just for reference, and then we have to put it on the left, so at the L mark hole, which is on the other side through the gears, and that's when we put back this distributor block assembly. Okay, so once we have done that, we then put the case back together, making sure that we connect the capacitor back to the system. Here, for reference, we connect the capacitor back to the system, and then my recommendation is to initially just lightly tighten that system so that we can make sure that the magneto is completely timed before completely tightening the bolts. So we connect the timing points back together. This is to just ensure that we have timed the magneto the right way. So you turn this on. So as you can see, when you turn the rotor left and right, it opens the points and it closes the points as it needs to. So that means we have correctly timed the magneto. Once you've completed that process, we then take the connections out, switching off the timing light, and making sure that our screws are tightened correctly.